Well, we're getting back into her now. I got the torch in there doing some preheating. I got her all dammed up. I got a little funnel built. Kind of getting up the temperature here. I got her 195, 200. We're around between 150 and 200. I'd like to get her up around 350 or so. I'm trying to. There's a big air cavity down in there where that hole goes through, so it's kind of hard to heat this. Anyway, I got some help coming over. We're going to get this heated up best we can, and we're going to pour it. I got to get her done today because I've had this clay on there for a day or two. I don't want it to start drying out and cause me some issues. Got my Babbitt all ready to go. I just got to get the heater fired up, get that melted. So maybe in the next half hour or so we get this done. Well, I got this bearing cap poured. Everything turned out pretty good. I had a little bit of a snafu though. I had this groove here packed with clay because I didn't want the Babbitt getting down onto my new bearing that I poured in the lower unit. And apparently when I put that cap on there and tightened everything down, some of that clay kind of squeezed up into the cap area a little bit. So when I poured the bearing, I got a little bit of a rough edge here, which ain't a big deal. I'll file it down. It's not as good as I had wanted it to. This part looks really good. I had a little bit of shrinkage here. I got 3 little spots, but that's okay because there's a couple of holes I gotta get drilled in there, and then there's a groove that's gonna get cut down the middle for oil, so that's not gonna affect anything. Had a little bit of a leakage, very small. You can kind of see it down there where it must have poured out into here somewhere and dripped down. But overall, I think we did good. That's about all I can say about that. I'm going to get this bearing cleaned up and scraped in and get these edges all cleaned up. The thrust surface looked good. I got to file this down here a little bit, clean that edge up. I'm pretty happy with it. I wish this would have been poured out. You can kind of see there's a little bit of a... I wish that would have been poured out to the edge here, but it is what it is. Like I said, if this thing runs a couple hours a year, it'll be lucky. So I don't think that's going to affect us anyway. So that's about all I can tell you about that. I'll start getting this bearing fitted to the crank and we'll go from there. I got one more main bearing cap to pour for this side. This one should be a lot easier though because I don't have those voids in there to worry about. I could just clay it up and be done with it. I think when I pour this one though, I'm not going to put clay in them grooves between the shims. I'll cut a piece of gasket material, or maybe I'll make a different shim just for this purpose, just to fill that void in or something. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but I'm sure there's a better way than putting clay in there. But it is what it is. As far as the crank goes, I got to get this all cleaned up and shined up again. So see, I got one more bearing cap, and then I got to re-pour the connecting rod, and we should be wrapping things up back here. We're making a little bit of progress. Slow but sure, I guess. We'll talk to you guys later.